I honestly don't know what the modern day notion of love is. It's a minefield of its own. Love means different things to different people. But to me, love is unconditional. And that is what I think love should be when you're giving it, and love should be when you're getting it, should not have conditions put on it. That to me is love. So if there is conditions saying I love you, but, no, sorry, sunshine, you don't love me. You actually love yourself a lot more than you think you love me. So, find a mirror, go. Thank you. Yes, I do believe they are capable of it, but that requires a great amount of self-discipline, right? It is, you need to be mindful of your flaws and errors and urges and etc. And it is the amount. It's how you take your decisions, right? If you are selfless about your decision making and you err on the side of no, I'm going to stick to my word and my vows, then yes, they are capable of it, but I have to tell you, most humans aren't. So polyamory, from what I understand and how I see it, is the same thing as you dating a bunch of different people, right? It's the same thing, you just also happen to be having sex with them. Polygamy is you have commitments with various people. So it's being married to more than one man or one woman. So to be truly polyamorous people, you need to be absolutely true to yourself. You can't have the whole I'm going to hide certain aspects of aspects of myself that I don't like because I don't want to face them and it's just too ugly and I don't want to exploit. That nonsense won't work. You can't, that's a good way of going into disaster. You need to be very, very true to yourself. You need to know how to manage yourself and not project your onto the other person. Okay, because it needs to be a meeting of respectful minds. I am advocating open marriages because the conventional marriage is no longer working, people, right? Open marriages, to me, I've met couples who've been married for like 30-40 years who are in open marriages, and they're sustaining it beautifully, purely because they don't have to cheat on each other. Absolutely. I believe that I should not, I have no right to inflict my sexuality on my son. I will leave that door open for my son, but my son will know about my sexuality. I'm not going to hide that from him, because if I don't show him that it is all right for him to explore and find out what is good for him, what is right for him, I'm basically confining him to an unhappy life. By example, if that is what I am pushing for everyone else, I am definitely advocating it for my son, because he is by far the most important person for me. It is very important that you know what you will not put up with, because a lot of times we open the door for gaslighting purely by not communicating what is acceptable and what isn't. Having said that, there are people who you have told these to, or there are certain things that are not absolutely not accepted. Like when you say no, people say it's a maybe or it's a yes in disguise. So many people who do that, men and women. Okay, you have to say yes to being in a threesome. You have to say yes to being tied up. You have to say yes to being spanked. I'm very amused by that because they do not have. Why do you have that problem? Right? I will be confrontational if you try to be offensive. If you want to have a productive conversation and you're trying to understand what it is, I'm all for it. Well, let me put it this way. I realized what I was opening myself up for before I did it. Right. So I front-loaded and I was proactive about what I would expect. Okay, so the biggest thing about it is, again, learning to understand your triggers. You need to be able to recognize it. Not everyone knows what your triggers are. You need to understand why it has triggered me and what it is about it that's making me upset. That is on you, right? You need to take responsibility for your emotional well-being. So here I am telling you, get a hold of it. Go for counseling. Actually states that it depends, again, it comes down to what you will accept and what you won't accept, right? And you have to be strong enough to take a stand on what you will accept and what you won't accept. Like, I have called out abusive behavior. It's up to you to let people know how you expect to be treated. Yes, this is also where the whole triggering thing comes up. But if you are expecting that, then you also need to know what is acceptable from you as well. You know, spending time, investing time in understanding yourself is never a waste of time, ever. There are things that I would say, like, learn to be happy with your own company, right? That is a huge thing. Learn to be okay being alone. Because it's not alone. You enjoy your own company. Precisely. Go watch a movie by yourself. Go on a trip by yourself. Do things by yourself that you understand what makes you happy, what doesn't make you happy. Get to know those, right? I learned a long time ago that the one thing I fear is fear. The cure for fear is knowledge. Do not be a passenger in your own life. Take charge of it. You're the only one who can.